Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking This Way's Impact Wars podcast. I am doing a double header this evening on this great Tuesday, because it's Tuesday Vibes, of course. I'll be doing another show at 7 p.m. With Mr. U and Keisha Sanchez here in the DFW. But the first double header is entrepreneur. She's been in detox industry since 2016. She's very passionate about what she does. She loves giving back. And it was all about giving back to the community, giving back to the people. Detoxing. We know that detox is important, plays a role, of course, in our everyday life to be healthy, get rid of all that junk and all that other stuff that's be in our bodies, but push all that stuff out so it can be much healthier. But I have an expert here on the show with me this evening, and I want her to go ahead and introduce herself. I'm glad she took time out of her productive schedule to be here. So go ahead and introduce yourself, and welcome to Walking This Way's Impact Wars podcast.
Hi, audience. My name is Joella, and I am a pioneer influencer of Revital You. We specialize in helping people look better, live better, and feel better through consumable beverages that we intake on a daily.
And as our stuff, we know that being healthy is important. And according to the Bible says that He below is above all things that we make progress, including our health. A lot of times we forget about that. It's God's will for us to be healthy. Because we know we have this when we got one body to live in. We got to take care of this temple the best way we can. And we know that people that are in the business where a lot of them do believe and take care of themselves, especially because they have to make their own living, have to make their own income. So I understand the role of being healthy, because you don't go to work, you don't eat. Now you mentioned you've been in this industry since 2016. So what fascinates you to get inside this industry? Because you've been in this industry for a good minute.
Well, my love for the arts and entertainment world has always made me consider and be thoughtful about my intake and my diet on a daily basis. So when my company did a shift from energy into a consumable beverage, I knew that it would be easier for me to take to my peers.
Okay, awesome. And let's go ahead and give us a background of your story. So go ahead to give us a background on who you are, and who is Joella.
So I'm just a Texan from Pleasant Grove, born and raised here in DFW, Texas, and I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I haven't been self-employed since I graduated college, and a lot of people, their mindset's always different. Of I want to go to school, get a job, and then okay, get the side hustle. But I've been doing full-time hustle since I got my degree. So different categorization in a sense of mindset in the beginning after being in college, but everyone's journey is different.
And it is, and we know that everybody wants to create the life they want to live. You
Hmm.
know, um, and I mean, you don't work, you don't eat, of course. But we know 2020. We know that when the pandemic hit, we know everything shut down. A lot of people did lose their jobs, of course. Some people didn't bounce back from it. But that's when a lot of entrepreneurs was blooming, getting out of their comfort zone, creating a living, taking advantage of this opportunity
Hmm.
to not look at it as a negative, but look at it as a positive and say, you know what? I'm gonna get out here and make things happen. I believe in myself. I believe my abilities to create the life that I want to live. And we know that catapulted to this day. So we see a lot of entrepreneurs coming out of the woodwork. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to have a very meaningful life. Everybody wants to have a life that's worth meaning. Everybody want to have a life that is worthwhile. And what's wrong with that? It's nothing wrong with that at all. So you was one of the ones who, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get out here, make things happen, shake some things, so I can have that life that I always destined to live. And I love your work ethic. I love your job that you already had that mindset. Say, you know what? This is not where I want to be. I know where I want to be at, and I know it's going to take me to make the sacrifices in order to attain this greatness as ahead.
Yes, and the thing too is that in any business, it takes 3 to 5 years for it to really scale and hit momentum, and that's where we are right now. We're always reaching out to people and inviting them to come into the opportunity, Who do you know, Vernon, who needs to get back that State Fair Texas money that they just lost? Come on, let's be real. You know, our my industry, what we do is we always create an avenue for them to work on a 1099 level, and then as well as sample stores our system.
And that's what it's all about. 'Cause everybody wants to make extra money. Oh, let's take it back. I would say everybody. Individuals wants to make extra money, and it's all about going out there getting it, right? Getting out there getting it. And I think a lot of times, Joella, is the lack of the lack of motivation. Scripture tells
Mm,
without a vision, the people
like a
perish.
parish.
And
Yeah.
this is something that we was never taught. This is something that we learned later on through the years, but having a vision, going back to our childhood, having a vision for our life. What do we visualize? What do we want our lives to be? And a lot of times we got older, our mindset probably was molded from our parents. We love our
Mhm.
parents and God for our parents, but the old norm, go to school, go to college, get a degree, be on a job for 30 years, then retire, and then that's life, and then that's living. And that's how we've been programmed until somebody decided one day to break that cycle, get out, take risks, take chances. And now they're doing things. And that's what it's all about. And like I said, you are in the health industry. We know that does play a role. Of course, we need more of
Mhm.
that in our generation, more in our community when it comes to that. So, as you being an entrepreneur yourself, young lady, what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going on a regular basis? I know you gotta have goals. So what are your goals to keep you going on a regular basis?
So it all comes down to your why and what you're trying to accomplish. So essentially, I'm raising funds for my home residential lighting system called Numalux. And how does that set me apart in the market is that I found my niche in the construction industry for custom home address numbers.
And that's what's up right there. And also while we in the comment section, get shout out to Urban Ware in the comment section. Said big blessing to you all. Big shout out to Urban Ware that's in the comment section. He said Black Excellence Worldwide. That's what's up right there.
Mhm.
We got everybody tuning in. Big shout out to Michelle, also a big supporter of the podcast. She said good evening.
Hi.
And that's what it is too. So big shout out to everybody. Um, the question is, she would get in the comment section. We got another comment. She says, come down to your why. That's it. Hey, everybody has a why to do what they do, of course. And so as you've been in the detox industry, what has been so fascinated with you working, giving back? Because like kind of like a ministry, because you constantly giving back. So, what testimonials have you received with helping people with dealing with their health? Because at the end of the day, it's about
So,
looking good, feeling good.
okay, so definitely quick turnarounds. We have a 5-day deep detox box that one can buy to see how rigorous that the products will make an impact within a week without having to hit the gym. And that just basically has all the nootropics and essential key benefits of curbing that sugar appetite, making sure that you're staying alert and focused, and helping your brain re synthesize naturally.
And I heard it a lot. How it speaks to the brain, because a lot of times we say the mind may tell us that we're hungry. A lot of times we're not hungry, but we get eat appetite where we eat a lot of food, eat a lot of junk, and then we put on all these pounds. So it suppress the appetite, so we won't eat as much. Because I know I have done it. Where I had done like the shots, whatever. Suppress
And how do we really classify the word junk, right? I would say junk is more of carbs and bread.
Yeah, 'cause I know we eat carbs and bread most like every day. And cause with me, I don't really do bread like that, and I don't do my carbs like that. I might have like one carb, which I had carbs the other day. And that was the only time I ever had it. Other than that, I don't really have carbs like that, nor the bread, whatever. But I know people eat bread like crazy. People
Hmm.
eat carbs like crazy. And I'm asking you, when it comes to the eating, and I understand that we have to be reprogramming, I have to say, 'cause I know we used to eating the fried foods and the greasy foods, but then you ask anybody today about eating health or getting healthy, the first thing coming to their mind, they say, well, it's too expensive to do that. What
Mm.
it's the mindset. So how do you break
Yeah.
that mindset of okay, yep, breaking that mindset. That's what it is. Everything's a mindset. So how do we break that mindset when it comes to being healthy?
So it's definitely adding value to what you provide. When you say that they say it's about the money, I think it's more about convenience. If you can save the extra 30 minutes of waiting in a drive-through line for a lovely latte, when you can have that shipped to your house directly for a 30-day supply, whether it be the tub or the individually PSA approved travel sticks, I would say let's do that. Everyone's going to Amazon, but what I have here is a small business, and I'm a Black woman in business. So I believe that we should support our own, and as well as allow other people to join the opportunity if they would like to, instead of paying Amazon, a publicly traded company.
Right. And and that's what is up. I say this all the time too, Joella. It takes a village. It takes a village. When I say take a village, everybody say it takes a village to raise children, but it takes a village to uplift and help everybody out. Sharing information, letting somebody know what you're doing. Hey, I know somebody who's doing this. Hey, I know. Hey, this person I love to transfer it to, and that's what it takes because we know that small businesses, that they say, is the backbone of in our country, United States, they say.
Economic
So,
Development 101.
and that's what we do. How? Let's talk about that. The lack of support of small businesses. Why are we not supporting the small businesses like we need to?
It all comes down to word of mouth. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we do vendor booths at events, whether it be like a Halloween boo bash or something, or we get out on markets, like, Saturday morning fresh fruit produce markets. Like we're hitting the ground running. But it's not every day that small businesses can afford the overhead of, say, a billboard sign or a magazine article, especially when they're in the startup phase, like the 3 to 5 years.
Oh yeah, I know it takes fun. It really do, to really get this thing going and get this thing popping. But it's still at the end of the day, it still takes everybody to help support each other. Before we go any further, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and after that commercial break, we're gonna jump right back into our Q&A conversation with Joella.
Okay.
The title of the episode is called "The World Awaits." We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to talk more about that after we get back from this part, after you back commercial.
Oh, ooh, you said you love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. All my hopes, all my fears. Still you chose me. I'm in love. Now I don't know what you've been told, but all I know is that his love is worth more than gold. See, it took a while for me to understand, but a love like this is in high demand. You know my flaws, but yet you still love me. Love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. All my hopes and all my fears. Still you chose me. I'm in love. I'm in love. You turn your back on him, he's still on your side. Always keep it real with you, and that's no lie. Won't give up the fight, I know I'ma survive. Now I got God on my side, God on my side. I was down and he got me up. On the ground, no faith, I thought I was stuck. Now the devil see us winning and we got him shook. You know it's our season, we gon' run it up. Gotta love my sister and love my brother. Cause in this world, it teaches us we gotta love each other. Really absurd if we can't look beyond each other's colors. Choose to prefer to show love for one another. We need to come together. Now I know what love is. Nobody
What's up, everybody? We are back here on Walking This Way Impact Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Freeman Jackson Jr. We are broadcasting right here in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. Also, man, give a big shout out to the Texas Rangers. They are advancing to the World Series. I am rocking the Texas Rangers hat, of course, in the sport of them. So, man, congratulations to the Texas Rangers for advancing to the World Series. That was a big accomplishment for that team. Great, great for the city as well. Because I know DFW is looking for some championships, some hardware, and hopefully we get one from the Texas Rangers with the World Series. So big shout out to the Texas Rangers as well. Hey, we're back here on the podcast, The World of Weights. So Joella, The World of Weights, I know you have some products on standby. Educate us, ma'am, on them products that you got to get our minds going, to get our mind right and prepared to, support what you got going on. So elaborate on the products that you have.
Okay, so first I want to say that, you know, uh, cleansing your body, your internal organs, is like cleaning out your air filter of your house. So every 30 to 60 days, we recommend a detox, whether you juice or whether you use our products. The choice is yours. However, we do have the Slim Tea. It comes in the peach flavor as well as the original flavor. And then we have Defend, and that helps support your immune system. So it helps one not get sick because it has 10 times the amount of vitamin C than an orange, as well as elderberry and zinc inside. And that's what we helped us through the pandemic was the Defend product. We didn't ever really take a step back from growth. We just added an initial new product. So now we're up to 7 total on our product market line. So, for instance, what we really do every day is we wake up in the morning, we keep you sustained through the afternoon, and then we put you to sleep at night. So, for example, if you're a nurse and you work around a lot of LED lighting and you have a trouble uh, calming down in the evening and getting that 100% 8-hour circadian rhythm pattern that's necessary, well, we have a melatonin, sweet dreams, holistic drop that one can take underneath their tongue. That's a tincture.
Hey, you know what? It sounds like some good stuff that you got going on. Really helpful. It benefits, and because everybody, Joella, everybody here, a lot of people talk. They want to get rid of their belly. Like they a lot of times they say it's hard for me to lose that belly. I want to lose that belly. So these products actually help lose the belly fat, right? I know a lot of people ask that I want to lose my belly. It's hard to lose my belly because everybody wants that six pack. Everybody wants them abs, of course. So
Mhm.
abs still. So slimming down, feeling good, feeling more healthier, being more energetic, being
And
more alert.
a lot of that belly that you speak of is majority of the time just bloatation, right? So that's the first factor in the breakdown. And then from there, it gets to the cellular level as well as the fatty tissue.
Yeah, like I said, because I know that's what it is. Because I know the detox. Because we spoke. How often? Speaking of that, how often should we be detoxing on a regular basis?
Well, at least once a month, I would say, but I said 30 to 60 days just in case.
Yeah, 'cause especially how our schedule is. We always
Right.
put on the run. If you are working, if you ever look at a lot of places that we're surrounded around in the workplace, are a lot of fast food places, so it's more convenient. People really, I don't say people, individuals, they say I don't have time to cook. It's just like when you getting off work, you go stop at a fast food restaurant. So by the time we get home, I think we should break that cycle to be able to get out, cook a good meal, healthy meal, instead of just going and grab the McDonald's, the Burger King, you name it, and then we lay down and go to sleep, and then we put in that stuff, which is not good, of course, but like you say, it's all about that convenience and just really say, hey, you know what? I need to break this thing down so I can eat a whole lot better. And not just eat better, but also clean our system out. Because we'll never think about that. And it's like the little simple things that we forget about.
Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes people will say, "Oh, I just need to intake more fiber," but that might not be the case. Sometimes a piece of fruit can be all the sucrose one needs to break down whatever is in there to flush out.
Well, I'm glad that's because it's more educated too. So a lot of times we never pay no mind to these things. being educated on this, and learning how the body is supposed to function. Because a lot of times we suffer with all these health problems, just like a car. If you don't take care of that car, all them lights coming on, engine light, everything coming on, if we're not properly maintaining our bodies. Just like we maintain that car, we should be maintaining our bodies as well on a regular. And that's like I said, once again, we don't think about that at the end of the day. But we have to change that. We just say, I'm busy, I'm this and that. And we're killing ourselves, not taking time out to invest in ourselves.
Hmm.
So that's what it's all about. So I mean, I'm glad what you're doing, what you're doing. You love what you're doing. And like I said, you've been since 2016.
Yes.
Let's talk about goals. So what goals have you set? I know we're about to ready to leave out this year. It's already October. We're going to November, December. So as an entrepreneur, what goals do you set for yourself to keep you going on a regular?
So basically, that goes back to my why again. My goal is always to help other individuals increase their level of income status. All I can be is a solution solver out here, right? Um, and I cater to, my clients' needs. So my goal is always to grow new team members.
Hey, yeah, so if you got interested or want to be a part, hey, go ahead. Because it takes a team. It takes a team to win championships. It takes a team to build a dynasty. So you mentioned a team. What do you look for when it comes to building a team? What would be the
My
most important?
values that I would like to see on someone who would love to be in the company include honest and integrity. I mean, everyone wants to say, "Oh, well, how much money did you make? How much does so and so make?" If you're gonna be flashy, I don't want you on my team. Just be real, you know, because that can offset some people. Everyone needs to be approachable and likable.
You
So,
mentioned that too. Go ahead. You mentioned that too. People always ask how much you get paid. You're gonna realize even Drake said, "I started at the bottom. Now I'm here." You have to start at the bottom, then work your way up. Let me say, when you work in a job, you can know their salary, but they gonna tell you the starting pay is for that salary, and then how many years you put in, the work you put in, and then you build your way up. So it takes time, like you said, the amount of years it takes to build a business. It takes time, ladies and gentlemen. It don't happen overnight.
right,
Everybody.
just like a degree or a high school diploma, it takes at least 4 years. I mean, to complete that paper without people quitting. Because in our industry, we're going to have to ask for sales. So, granted, if I say, hey, you want something, and then you tell me no, I can't just go hide in the corner. I got to persevere, have that resilience, and keep forward and pushing. Because why? We have those goals, right?
Right.
I want to see myself in a new home in the next 3 to 4 months, or hey, my baby girl wants to go to Harvard University. I gotta save up for that. You know what I'm saying? So there's lots of reasons why people do what they do.
But once again, hey, I'm gonna have to share this video one more time. Jay-Z said something. And I want to elaborate on this too. He says it's an interview he done a while back. I love hearing this interview on what he says. I'm about to play this clip,
Okay.
and that's the mindset we should have. So I'm gonna play this clip.
Rakim, man, constant elevation causes expansion. I live my life by that right now. Constant elevation causes expansion. So when you tight and you say, I only do this, you constrict yourself. So nothing can come in. This is what you do. This is what I eat. No matter how much money I get, I'm staying here. Yeah. Well, that life is about constant elevation causes expansion. I write my rhymes while cooling the mansion. And then he gave you the sweetness. He gave you the jewel of all jewels.
Listen what he said. Constant elevation lead to expansion. That's the mindset that we should get into, ladies and gentlemen. When we get serious about our life, and we get serious about our time, constant elevation lead to expansion. And I know, Joella, you want to be that individual who live in expansion. When Jay-Z said constant elevation lead to expansion, we live out, what was the first thing popped in your mind when he said that? What was the first thing come to mind?
When he says causes elevation to expansion,
Yeah.
uplifting other people. You have to be a spark in someone to show them a way that's a little bit different of what they're already accustomed to. So it just goes to back to saying people got to be comfortable sometimes being uncomfortable because you're changing the way that you do things, changing your approach. You can't
Cause
always be perfect. You just got to start sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta start sometime, and
Yeah.
but then when you start elevating, your whole outlook on life change because what it is. Okay, I'm going to the Bible says, "Eyes have not seen, nor ear heard, nor entered the heart of man what God prepared for those who love Him." I think about the deep, deep things that never crossed nobody's mind, ain't nobody never heard, because we constantly evolving on a regular basis. We constantly step into the unknown. That's how I want to look at it. No, some people get stagnant where they at, and that's cool. If you want to be where you at, you want to be on that low level, that's fine. Hey, stay over there. But when you constantly evolving and constantly expanding, keep like becoming open minded, because a lot of times we have been so very closed minded. I'm gonna be honest with you, but become more open minded, open to new ideas, open to new creative, witty ideas, as they say, and constantly expanding on a regular basis. You can't stay. I can't be where I was yesterday. Cause think about it. Today's a whole new day. Tomorrow's gonna be a whole new day. So you're constantly evolving, constantly expanding. And when it comes to team, what people has to be motivated. I want to say that. So what tools you keep in place to keep the team motivated, keep them rooted and grounded. Because a lot of times people do get weary, and we know that. And but
Yeah,
what
but you got to understand that your next promotion is just a matter of 6 degrees of separation, And so, no matter what room that one goes to, just know that you belong there. Everyone has a seat, and you never know who your next handshake could lead you to.
and staying. And no, in other words, too, big shout out to my sisters watching the comment section as well. But I also want to say this too: staying consistent. That's another thing too. You have to stay consistent, ladies and gentlemen. Don't base what you do off feelings. That's what the thing too, Joella. We base things off feelings, off emotions. Well, I'm gonna get up because I feel like doing it today, but then tomorrow I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. No, you gotta. It's staying consistent. And a lot of times we base stuff off our emotions, we base stuff off our feelings. It's not good. Staying consistent is very important. We have to stay consistent in everything we do. Be consistent as being a man, be consistent being a woman, being consistent being a business owner, a friend, a brother, whatever. We have to stay consistent at all costs. Consistency is the key, and you will see things paid off in the long run. Don't get discouraged, don't get complacent. And another thing too is don't listen to the naysayers. That's another thing too. We are influenced about what people say about us on the outside, but they don't know your story. They
I
don't know
wouldn't
what you.
say they're necessarily influenced by them. I would say sometimes it's like a dartboard, and that can be a dart to like something that you're trying to accomplish. And so you just need to know how to say next, not that person, and let's move on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of people, when people, some people stop. They like,
Because
well,
the haters can be doing exactly what you're doing, but they choose not to. So don't let them allow them to throw shade on your light and dim it.
because you have to live by your. That's why you have to live your own life and live by your own rules. Live by who you are, like a villain. I'm using like the, I'm using this analogy like a villain. A villain does not care what you think about him. A villain does not care how you feel. A villain's gonna do what a villain gotta do. And that's the mindset that we should have. Not worry what people say, not worry what people think. I'm still gonna do me. I know who I am. And like Dion says, your opinion does not
Mhm.
my opinion of me does not change me. I'm paraphrasing what he said. And that's the mindset we should have. Don't worry about what the naysayers say. Don't worry about what they say. You just keep doing you. You know what's best for you. You know what you want out of life. And that's what it's all about. So we got a big come. We got another comment. Big shout out to Miss Shirley Evans. She's in the comment section. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is the first of double header here on Walking This Way Impact Wars podcast. Yes, I am doing two shows today. I'm doing one right now that I got to do another one at 7. So I thank everybody for supporting and tuning in as well also. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, stay consistent. Matter of fact, we're going to do another commercial break. And after that, we're going to jump right back into our conversation. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on Walking This Way podcast. I am Furman Jackson Jr. I'm the host of Walking This Way Impact Force podcast. We're broadcast right here in the DFW Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. Also with me is entrepreneur Joelle. Of course, she's into the detox industry. She's been in the industry since 2016. She's passionate about what she do. It's all about giving back, helping the community, being more healthier, so we can live long, productive lives that we can see our children, of course, looking good, feeling good, being healthy, right? And also making money while looking good at the same time and having fun. And the thing about it too is, Joelle, it's just about having fun. Having fun what you're doing. Just have fun in your craft. Have fun in your business and what you do. As an entrepreneur, do you read books? Or if you are reading the books, what books are you reading right now?
I gotta think about that. I went to a conference actually that 94.9 put on. It's always for pastors every year. Oh yeah, it's called the Pastors Appreciation Dinner. And so I believe it's called A Walk in Anxiety is what I'm reading right now. So it's not really a developmental leadership type of book. It's just one about a biography about discipleship and the ways of politics and governmental affairs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the new one. Sorry, I don't I haven't been doing any like reading, so this is the first one I picked up in a while.
Okay.
Because everything I do is hands on, so I'm trying to just help other people. Like this is my new wave of helping more people. So meaning holiday time is the best time in our industry, as well as say around March.
Okay. And we know the
Usually, I
holidays.
mean, any time is a great time when you make a decision to start, but there's different strategic growth patterns that every market trend has, and this is usually when it is within our companies.
Hey, and that's what's up. It's like Nike. You got to do it, right? So you got to get out
Yeah.
there and do it. Make things happen. Make things shake. Because I seen this slogan
Okay.
on yesterday, and I got to pull this up. And I believe it, to me personally, this is an on time slogan. And this is what the Rangers had
Uh,
on
they never ever quit.
yesterday. It's that one, but also know
Okay.
they're going by two. I had to pull it up. Go and take it.
Mm.
Go and take it. It didn't say sit, and it said go and take it. You have to be the first one to get up and go and take it. What is it that you want, ladies and gentlemen? What is the life that you want to live? This is your opportunity. This is your now. This is your time to go and take it. What is it that you envision? What is it that you desire? What is it that you want so bad enough that I have to go and get it? You have to get to the point where I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, sick, tired, broken, sick, broke, tired, disgusted, can't be trusted. Them days should be over a long time ago. Think about it. We're getting older now. We're getting wiser now, some of us. But we have to ask ourselves, you have to go and take it. So what is it that you need to go take? This is your decision. This is your life. You have to be the own CEO of your own life. If you're not willing to be the CEO of your own life, you're gonna allow things, you're gonna allow other people come to control your life. And that's something that we should want.
And on that note, when you're working for yourself, you'll learn that you're going to want to invest in that IRA, independent retirement account. A lot of people take job security because they're like, oh, I want the 401k, or oh, I need social security number. But just know, if you're not aware, that IRAs exist as well. So there's always different avenues.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's important too. We talk about this on the show all the time. That's why I'm glad now. I'm thinking about the scripture when the scripture tells us we must be born again. We are being born again. All of us should be born. We must be born again. It's that restarting our point, Joel. I look at it as that restarting our point where we start our lives all over again. And that's how I look at it. Starting your life
Yeah,
all over again.
absolutely. And what I hear you're saying is like, people make New Year's resolutions, but I just wake up every day and say, okay, what can I do today that was supposed to be done that I can continually, gradually make me feel good inside? To-do list, right? Check, I made my
Right?
bed. Check, I brushed my teeth. Check, I take my kids to school or whatever. I mean, I have zero kids, but I'm just saying these are some
Yeah.
people's daily routines. But when you know that you're consistent with it and you're able to you feel accomplishment, feel of fulfillment inside is what I'm trying to get at.
You
So
said
basically restart every week or every morning versus, oh, New Year's resolution.
yeah,
Don't procrastinate, go and get it like you said.
you have to. And once again, nobody's not gonna knock on our front door and tell
Yeah.
you, hey, you need to get your life together. You have to get up off your behind and make things happen. It starts here first. We gotta
Right, with
change this
you,
mindset.
absolutely. Hmm.
Everything starts with you, sir. Hey, love you, respect you, cherish you. Put yourself first. There's nothing wrong putting yourself first, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong putting yourself first.
Even Michael Jackson says, "I'm starting with the man in the mirror." You know.
Exactly. So change start with everything start with us first. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna do something, do it for you. Don't do it for other people. Do it for you. You want a nice car, do it for you. You want a nice house, do it for you. You want to start a business, do it for you. You want everything starts with you first. It's a new season, it's a new day. There's a fresh anointing coming our way. And that kept resonating in my spirit. I was saying that I was at work last night and I kept saying that to myself. Um, Saying that stuff to myself. It's a new season. It's a new day. It's a fresh new anointing coming my way. And I kept saying it to myself. You have to start saying those things too. Start speaking those things as beautiful as they were. Stop focusing on what's before you. Stop focusing on that negative bank account. Stop focusing on that negative credit score. Stop focusing on why this person don't want to talk to me, why they don't want to do money. Stop focusing on those things and look beyond those things. Starts here and visualize where you at, who you want to be, where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Love the hell out of you. That's all I want to say. Love you, respect, invest in you. Tell yourself I'm looking good. Tell yourself I'm looking handsome. Tell yourself I'm looking gorgeous. I'm smart. I'm wise. I'm unique. I'm
Yes,
creative.
words of affirmation. Like this weekend, I went to the World Awaits conference, the
Mm.
first inaugural event here, held by the Black women of Wall Street, and that was actually something that we discussed from the panel on stages. Whenever someone puts or creates a to-do list, write your name on it. Joella. Okay, that means I might go get a mani pedi today. Oh, I might go get a silk blowout. You gotta put yourself as a priority also. Yes, you can serve everyone, your husband, your kids, your teacher, your boss, or whatever, but at the end of the day, make sure you pour into yourself as well.
You got to. I read this book called The Art of Living by Bob
Yes.
Proctor.
Yeah.
And okay, you familiar with that? Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It made me think about what he was saying. Like you write out, okay, whatever neighborhood you want to live in, you write out and say, my name, I live at such and such address, my house is such and such square feet. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But basically, in so many words, you write out like you already living there. You write out, hey, such and such, I run $1 billion organization.
Mm.
You write it like you already got it. See, well, a lot of times we want, like Rick Ross said, a lot of people want to rock with you. They don't see the vision right now. But then when everything start manifesting and coming to pass, and this is when they want to say, oh, I see the vision. Damn it, you never seen the vision because you didn't believe in it anyway. Now that I'm rolling, I'm looking, I'm riding high. Now, so I see the vision. You never seen the vision because you didn't believe in the first place. I always believe. I just want
Yes,
to throw
and
it out
so like a grain of mustard seed is kind of the same equivalence to having how do I want to put it?
there.
Ground level opportunity. There we
I,
go.
I know, right?
The G's.
So
Yeah.
it's all about being great, right? It's all about
Um,
being great. See, it's all about being. You see, the greats always put in the work, Joel. The greats always put in the work. So you constantly putting in work. You constantly grinding. You staying focused. I'm just gonna keep my head down and work. That's all I'm gonna do. Keep my head down and work. Stay focused. Work on some things. Critique some things. Man, that's how I have fun. That's how I look at it, Joel. That's about having fun and doing what's we'll say Miss Shirley said. Miss Shirley says yes, now on top, you see the vision. That's what it's all about. If they don't see it now, they ain't what meant to see it. Because at the end of the day, I'm like Joseph said. You remember Joseph in the Old Testament? We told his
mhm.
brothers, when y'all thought evil against me, God meant it for my good. And that's how you got to tell people. Even though Joseph
And
meant
then
go ahead.
I wanted to tell everybody, sampling is the key. In COVID, you were not able to go to Costco anymore and just sample while you were shopping, right? So when that power is taking away the power of a sample, um, you have to change your approach sometimes and pivot. But when you are able to sample, so like say I asked Sally, hey Sally, can you sample my product? And she says no. I'm like, well, all I need to know is, if you like it or you don't. It's not hard to sip something in a cup. I can understand if you might have allergies, that's one thing. But if you don't even just take that step of sampling something to give me an honest opinion, then I won't know if it's for you.
Marketing. Marketing. Market strategies. We know, hey, market strategies, that's what it's all about. So how do you, let me ask you, just talk about marketing. So how do you do your marketing? How do you set it up to make it creative? Because we know we're in a world now where people attention spans are short, of course. But how do you set up, in your opinions, you've been doing this since 2016. So what can be an effective market strategy to get individual attention? Because I know that's very important too as well.
I would just say always having a home meeting once a month, and that could be, at an office space or just a home meeting. You're gonna say, hey, I want you to come over to my beverage mixer, and then, or you could say, hey, we're having a bill paying party, bring your last paycheck, and we're gonna break it down and see how you're gonna get that back immediately, certain things like that. But how my company is also breaking industry barriers is that we have a consumable attached to service. So if you're also interested if you're also interested in selling solar panels, we have that as well. What what makes you excited? Because not everyone drinks coffee or tea or hot chocolate. Not everyone wants to lose weight, but you do need energy all day. Imagine if you're a construction worker and you work in the sun, you need vitamin C and energy to stay alert and focused all day. One wrong bulldozer into a pothole can be life-changing for the next individual,
Yeah.
So you got to look at how many things on here can I actually resonate with versus, just saying no. Because no means not right now. It doesn't mean no forever.
Right. And I'm thinking about what you were saying, that you was talking about paycheck and stuff. Get them to say, okay, even though I see you make this a year, but let's get into the habit of turning what you make a year
The
into
monthly.
a monthly thing. I know
Right.
Rob Parker talked about that too. You can see, okay, I make 100,000 a year, but let's see, can we turn it into a month? Even though we say them numbers now, to the average mind, that sound impossible. Because
And see,
it's that belief thing we have to break. We got to reverse
correct.
it.
And so, for example, you brought up a good point when you said, "Oh, I work night shifts." Well, we're in Central Standard Time Zone here. You can always make a phone call to someone in the Pacific Time Zone as well as Eastern Standard. So don't think that when the sun goes down here that you got to stop working. That's not true. We've got different zip codes. We mail to 50 states, and we're also in UK right now. But Puerto Rico's coming. We got Mexico coming. The countries is breaking barriers. All that is down in the pipeline.
Yeah, because last week I had somebody on the show in the comment section from New Zealand. And
Okay.
mind you, we doing this show at 7. It's like 1:55 p.m. in New Zealand. So that was big. We had someone in the comment section from New Zealand. So we constantly going around. I had somebody on the show from England. So expand your market. So we be close behind it so much, Joella, that we're not expanding our market. We in a place now, especially with social media, internet, you can make money in the comfort of your own home now. It's
I
no
want to
excuses.
challenge the musicians out there. Write a jingle about it. Make a little funny segment if you're a comedian about coffee, hot chocolate, and tea, and just tag it. You never know how that could increase your overall income, right?
Right. And also interacting with each other too. I made that post about it yesterday. Just because we get people to follow you, whatever, interact with people, comment on what they got going on, share what they got going on. Also, tag them in what they have going on. Let's support. It's not about us. Everybody want to make it about them, but I love pro wrestling. I've always been a big wrestling fan. It's a thing called putting others over. When it's time for the next person to get over, The wrestler job is to make sure that the other wrestler about to get a big push, get put over, so the fans get behind him. That's learn how to put other people over. It's not about at the end of the day, we all gonna benefit at the end of the day. But at the same time, let's see other people shine too. So there's nothing wrong with sharing a post. You got a business going on. What's wrong with sharing what you got going on, tagging you what you got going on? Hey, Joella does this. Hey, I know someone who does this. That's sending traffic to other people platforms, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a village. It takes all of us to make this thing work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See what say Miss Shirley says,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's so important to engage with others. You have to engage with, that's what people have. And also people get your numbers up, ladies and gentlemen. Those who start subscribing to you and following you, make sure you're engaging with those individuals as well. That's gonna get your numbers even more. Always engage, never be engaged. See what they got going on, like what they got going on, share what they got going on as well. That means a lot to people. That really does mean a lot to people. So let's continue making an impact. So I know we're ready to get off the air. I got another show at 7. Which I appreciate you coming on this evening. So do you have any words of wisdom, any advice that you will leave here with the listening audience?
Yes, I wanted to say that all of our samples are complimentary. However, the shipping is $4.87 if you want to try it before buying it. If not, you can definitely just DM me and then I can send you a sample. I send out a couple of myself per month. And my website is revitalU.com/Philip Ideal Champion. And I want to leave you with the wisdom words of go and be great.
And that's it. We're about to get ready to leave here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, have a great evening. I will be back here at 7. My guest will be Mr. U, Keith Sanchez. Also, Shala will be with me as well, my special guest co-host. She will be with me tonight at 7 as well. So it will be another jam-packed episode. So y'all tune in at 7 p.m. And I just want to leave this video out with Dion. Dion was explaining his vision from him coaching. I want to play this clip, and after that, we're going to be out this thing. So y'all have a great night, everybody. Peace.
I never think about failure. I'm not a failure. I've won everywhere I've gone, all the way back from a shorty. I'm a darn winner, man. That's what I do. Not only a winner, my winning is not based on games. My winning is based on life. I want these kids to graduate, to be fine young men, to open doors, and yes ma'am, and no ma'am, and yes sirs, no sirs, to be fathers, not baby daddies, to be real men that shows up on time and early, that if they say they're going to do it, they do it. I want them to raise young women with grace and class and dignity. I want them to graduate. I want them to own things. We teach so much other than just football here. It's unbelievable. That's why I'll always say, if you send me a boy, I'm going to send you back a man, and I mean that 100%.